I'm here at the grave of Harry Miller, Confederate veteran, and a student at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Harry is buried next to his brother, who died in 1854 at the age of 4, and of course, his loving parents, who had this tribute made to him. Now, a lot of times, we tend to take the face off of history. You know, the whole idea of Silent Sam, you know, this faceless Confederate veteran. And people put whatever value they choose to put on this. And of course we saw, or you can see if you haven't seen already, just the sheer barbarism, not the orderly taking down of a statue through a legal or democratic process, and not even the taking down of a statue in a humane way in an extra-legal process, but the kicking, the spitting, the way that this mob treated an inanimate object. And my point of coming out here is to introduce you to this young man whose grave has always meant something to me, whose story I've always wanted to tell. And it wasn't until seeing Silent Sam abused in this way that Silent Sam, this faceless icon of white supremacy, a heritage that is unfortunately a national heritage, but how convenient to put this onto the Confederate States of America and to pretend that there was some kind of victory over this construct, and that victory will be made more complete by making Harry faceless, by forgetting this person here, this real human being who fell in battle as part of the South Carolina Volunteers. And I'm going to try my best to read this tribute from this father, because although it is worn down, I mean, this has definitely been here a while, but I want Harry's story to be told in the wake of this tragedy, because Harry's story is the story of hundreds of thousands of Confederate veterans whose memories are being manipulated and forgotten. The youthful soldier, impatient of the dull routine within the halls of Chapel Hill, in the month of August 1862, and at the age of 17, bade adieu to the duties of college life, and with patriotic ardor and alacrity sought the more exulting scenes of the tented field amid the camps of the Confederate Army, then quartered around the city of Richmond. The Battle of Malvern Hill soon transformed the student of camp drill into the trained soldier, and thenceforward, with veteran steadiness, he followed the fortunes of the Army of Northern Virginia until the 19th of October, 1864, when during a triumphant assault upon the third line of the enemy's breastworks at Middletown, Virginia, by General Kershaw's old brigade, he fell a noble sacrifice to the cause he so generously and earnestly espoused. This column of marble, with its speaking emblems, is the offering of a father's affection and devotion, and is erected as a memento of the noble self-sacrificing example of a patriotic son. And that's the story of a father who lost his remaining son. Now, I didn't come out here to glorify the Confederacy or any of the political beliefs associated with it. I came out here just to tell the story of someone who I consider an American soldier, someone who may not have been on the right side as you see it, but someone who was a citizen of this country, and someone who fell in battle, someone whose parents experienced a profound loss. And of course, people have legitimate disagreements over Confederate monuments and really controversial monuments in general. But sometimes it's good to be reminded that at the bottom of these disagreements is not a faceless man, but the memory of real human beings.